Hi, I'm Nancy.
And I'm John.
And we are J&N Travels.
Today's state is Idaho.
Number 1, Lava Hot Springs is a little city in the Portneuf River Valley on the route of the old Oregon and California trails. This developed as the popularity of the nearby Lava Hot Springs grew. In the late 1800s, the land and the springs were brought from the Indians by the United States government. The hot springs are rich in minerals and were known for their healing properties by the original inhabitants. They were called Pobas, which translates to the land of healing waters. Today, the hot springs are under the management of the Idaho Department of Parks and Recreation's Lava Hot Springs Foundation. Lava Hot Springs are famous for 5 hot pools where temperatures range from 102 degrees to 112 degrees, as well as the Olympic pool, water slides, diving platforms, indoor aquatic centers, and a kiddie cove.
Number 2, the Historic State Penitentiary in Boise's Old Penitentiary Historic District is today a living museum that holds a diverse botanical collection. It has educational programs, high-quality entertainment, and numerous cultural and community events. This lush 15-acre mosaic of pleasant shade and splashes of color contains domestic and Idaho native plants that are well adapted to the local conditions. There are more than 800 species from 42 families planted in 14 distinct specialty gardens. Some of the specialty gardens are the Water Conservation Landscape, which focuses on plants that require very little water, the Meditation Garden, and the Lewis and Clark Native Plant Garden, which contains 145 plant species that the two explorers collected between Great Falls in Montana and the Dalles in Oregon.
Number 3, Silverwood Theme Park is located near Coeur-d'Alene, about 47 miles from Spokane, Washington. It was opened in 1988 with a bunch of carnival rides, an original steam train that took guests on a loop around the park's property, and a main street with various shops and restaurants. Over the years, Silverwood has grown into a major regional theme park and today occupies 413 acres. It is the biggest theme and water park in the Northwest. In 2003, Boulder Beach Water Park was added with its 65 rides, slides, attractions, and shows. Some of the most famous are the new Riptide Racer, Aftershock, Corkscrew, and Panic Plunge.
Number 4, Yellowstone Bear World is a commercial private wildlife park in Rexburg, Idaho, near Yellowstone National Park. Established in 1998, it is the only wildlife reserve in the area that is drive-through. What it means is that visitors can see gray wolves, grizzly bears, moose, white-tailed deer, bison, and other animals indigenous to North America going on about their lives in their natural habitat from the comfort and safety of their cars. As a special activity, the visitors are invited behind the scenes to participate in the feedings of bear cubs in the company of park animal keepers. There is also a popular petting zoo which covers 1 acre of land. Here, farm animals and birds live freely. Occasionally, visitors can participate in bottle feeding of elk calves and deer fawns.
Number 5, Wallace District Mining Museum. The small mining town of Wallace, Idaho, located in Idaho's scenic Silver Valley, is known as the silver capital of the world. More than 1.2 billion ounces of silver came out of Shoshone County since 1884. The whole town of Wallace is registered on the National Registry of Historic Places. The Wallace District Mining Museum and Visitor Center is an education and research center and repository of documents and objects that celebrate the history of silver, zinc, lead, and gold production in the district. Artifacts, photographs, models, paintings, and mining activity displays capture the feel of the mining industry in northern Idaho from the early gold rush days to the recent world record silver production periods. Some exhibits are inside a timbered mine, offering an authentic mining experience.
Number 6, the Silver Mountain Resort is a year-round resort located in Kellogg, Idaho, about 70 miles from Spokane and 30 miles from Coeur d'Alene. It offers some of the best snowboarding and skiing in the Northwest. It also has a world-class golfing at the Kalina Ridge Golf Course, and Idaho's biggest indoor water park, Silver Rapids. While in the winter you can go skiing, snow tubing, or snowboarding, in the summer you can enjoy playing golf, hiking, mountain biking, gondola rides, and so many other fun activities. Since all the activities at the water park are indoors, you can enjoy it year-round, splashing indoors while it's snowing outdoors.
Number 7, the Idaho State Capitol in Boise is the seat of the Idaho government and a fascinating architectural masterpiece designed by Charles Hummel and John E. Tortolotti, who used classical examples of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, St. Paul's Cathedral in London, and the United States Capitol as an inspiration. It is 208 feet high, covers an area of 201,720 square feet and has 50,000 square feet of carved marble. It is a famous dome. It has 5 feet 7-inch bronze eagle. There are 219 pillars made of fake marble. The first floor has 13 large stars with the 13 original colonies. The second floor contains offices of the lieutenant governor, the governor, and the attorney general. On the second floor rotunda is a magnificent sculpture of George Washington on a horse. The Senate and the House of Representatives are on the third floor.
Number 8. Between 1872 and 1973, the old Idaho Penitentiary was prison for about 13,000 convicts, some of whom were quite notorious and dangerous. It started as a single-cell jail and it grew into a multi-building complex surrounded by a 17-foot-high wall made from sandstone, quarried by the convicts themselves from nearby stone ridges. The old Idaho Penitentiary is today managed and operated by the Idaho State Historical Society. Tourists can visit cell blocks, solitary confinement, and even the gallows. There are several exhibits offered in the historic building, such as the J. Curtis Earl Memorial Exhibit of Arms and Armaments programs, and events are organized for groups to tell the story of the prison's past, scandals, daring escapes, and executions.
Number 9, the National Oregon-California Trail Center is located in the city of Montpelier, Idaho, on the historic Oregon-California Trail, about halfway between Salt Lake City and Jackson, Yellowstone. Visitors can relive the days of the Oregon Trail through the simulated wagon trail adventure in which they become members of a wagon trail going west. They will ride in a covered wagon and spend an evening at the Clover Creek encampment in an encircled wagon train. The adventure is guided by actors, pioneers, and period costumes who will tell you stories that will make the past seem alive. The center also features the Peg Leg Smith Trading Post gift shop, various exhibits, the Allinger Community Theater, the Rails and the Trails Museum, an art exhibit featuring paintings of scenes from Oregon Trail, as well as the murals of the center's artist and resident John Wayne Cook.
Number 10, located in Meridian, Idaho, the Roaring Springs Water Park is located. This is the largest water park in the American Northwest. This sprawling year-round park offers a large range of rides for all ages, including the lazy river, speed slides, wave pool, kids slides, family raft ride, a kiddie play area, and so much more. The Pins Bowling Center and the Wahoo's Family Fun Zone are located next to the Roaring Springs Water Park and are connected by a walkway. So when you get tired of being soaked, you can hop next door and do something else. There's also plenty of food and drink offers to replenish your energy. Please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button or click on the frog icon on the video. Don't forget to click the bell to get notified of our future videos. And of course, please click on the thumbs up.
And remember, stay young and have fun.